Hello, this is Survival-gyver, and today we're taking a look at the NiteCore MT1C Pro, an ultra-high LED tactical flashlight. So they sent this to me to take a look at it, to review, and well, it's got some interesting features and some, well, there's one thing that bothers me about it, but we'll discuss it shortly. All right, so nothing really wrong with it other than this. It says NiteCore at the top here, MT1C Pro, the button's on the back. It doesn't work. What the heck? That's because of how they silk screened it on. So there's a battery inside, but the cap is loose. So it's not saying that the cap is normally loose, but in order for NiteCore and the MT1C Pro logo to be at the same place, you have to loosen it up. So if I tighten this down, light magically turns on. Yay! So that's a nice warm light. That's the only downside. That's just like a pet peeve, like maybe a little on the OCD side. That they don't line up. This is how they normally sit. So, I mean, I suppose when the clip is on, by the way, it's a really stiff clip. Take you a couple of times to get that onto jeans, but it works really well on Molly. If you have it this way on the outside of your jeans or whatever you have, it's like free advertisement because NiteCore's there, but they can't see anything else about it other than it could be hot and that information. So that's a little bit of annoyance. The center part of this is nice and grippy. This is, well, about that length, if that helps you any. And it's considered a tactical flashlight because it's got a tail clip, tail button, I should say. It's two settings, high and a low. Comes with a battery that's rechargeable, and we'll discuss that shortly because it could take different kinds of batteries. Just two, but it's there. Okay, single LED on the inside. Really cool design that way with the reflector. But so it's 1,000 lumens and high with this battery. This is with the NiteCore NL1816R Li-Ion battery. Click the button again, and you get low. If you click it within a certain amount of time, it'll flip back to the other settings. So it's got a little bit of a memory there. You could also just lightly tap the back, and you could go through the settings, which is only two. Yeah, so there's a couple other things that is strange for it to be a tactical flashlight, to be considered a tactical flashlight. So I'll discuss that. It's nothing wrong with it. It's an unusual set of options. Okay, so on high with this battery, the NiteCore NL1816R Li-Ion battery, you have about an hour and 15 minutes of runtime. It's a 32,500 candela with a range of about 360 meters. On low, it's 50 lumens. That'll last 16 hours. Range is about 95 meters, and it's about 2,200 candela. It has a drop rating of 2 meters. Obviously, this isn't 2 meters, but I got to be careful because it's a glass desk on a piece of paper. And it's also waterproof and submersible up to 2 meters. And let me show you a little bit more of that, and I'm going to have to show you the battery anyway. So let me open this up. Okay. So that's the top part. If I can get this to focus, there we go. You can see a nice big O-ring right there. So that's cool. And when you get your MT1CR Pro, it comes with an extra O-ring and a lanyard, which is cool. But let's pull this battery out. So here's the NiteCore battery, the 1600 milliamp hour, 3.6 volt, 5.76 watt hour. It's an 18350 size battery, but their part number is NL1816R, which is a little confusing in my opinion, but it works. And it's rechargeable. This is the only rechargeable lithium ion I have that has a port on the side. So that's kind of cool. It's a Type C. And when you get this flashlight, it comes with a charging cable. You can see I've already used mine a couple of times with a little Velcro capture, a hook and loop capture strip on it. It says NiteCore. And the cool thing about this is it's a really tight fit. We put this in here, you hear it click. It actually just clicks. So it's a nice solid connection, which I was surprised considering it's on the side of a battery. So that seems to be pretty high quality. And it doesn't seem to be any, there's nothing on there that shows any kind of extra clasp on there, but it's definitely strong on the battery side. So what do I mean that you can use other batteries with this? Well, let me show you. So this is a store cell I keep my CR123 batteries in. Right? Store cell is just a easy way to protect your batteries from whatever you do when you throw them inside a backpack or whatnot. Okay, so this is a Nuon, which is a local brand, local available anyway, brand. It's a CR123. It's a 3-volt battery, not a 3.7 like the other one. And you might be thinking, well, first off, I don't think this is rechargeable. Come on, load. Or focus. It doesn't want to focus for me, but there's a lithium battery so you can regularly charge it. But it's not it doesn't have a port on the sides. But let's take a look at the battery sizes here. If I can get this to focus, would be awesome. So, so the CR123 is a smaller battery. It also has less voltage, as I said on the side. But not only is it smaller that way, it's smaller this way. So, how does that fit in that flashlight? Let's take a look, shall we? Okay. There's nothing special in there. There's the spring. Goes right there. Same, nothing special going on here. Come on. I always struggle putting these back on camera because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Light still sits up in the same way where that's with the clip. NiteCore's just randomly over there. And yet it works. So with the CR123 battery, it's 500 lumens because it's less voltage. Also, because it is a smaller battery, you get a shorter runtime. So at 500 lumens, you have 1 hour of runtime, about a 250 meter throw, and it's only 15,800 candela. Now, you still have low beam, which is still 50 lumens, which will run for 9 hours and about 9 hours and 20 minutes. When I tested, I actually got 9 hours and 38 minutes off the CR123 battery. The throw is 95 meters and it's 2200 candela. So, yeah, so it's still the same in that case between the NiteCore battery and the CR123 battery. Same amount of candela, just runtime is significantly shorter for low. But because you're not using their rechargeable battery, you're looking at about half the lumen output between the I forgot what this was, the 18350 battery, the NL1816R, compared to the CR123. Now there is an RCR123, which is still a rechargeable CR123 battery, which is 800 lumens, which I do not have here. So though I can recharge this, it's not considered an RCR. So I'm assuming the RCR has got a slot on the side like that one does, but I'm not sure. I don't have any of them locally. I couldn't find one locally. I can order it from Amazon, but too lazy to do that. So let me put this one back. So the CR123s are more common for a lot of people that have cameras, like for flash systems or DSLRs. Actually, I have quite a few small flashlights that I keep in my emergency kits that use the CR123. So I have these little cell holders because nothing could hit the top and nothing hits the bottom, and they're easy enough to pop out. They're made by Storacell. You can get them online through Storacell or through Amazon, and there's even glow-in-the-dark ones available through CountyCom, which I would recommend if you want to go through CountyCom for them. There's a discount in the description. So these things are awesome. But going back to this, so we're going to put this big battery back in, this 18350, and you'll see it sits up higher than the other one did. So, yeah. The downside to this, I'm going to focus again, with it being this way, I actually find it much harder to close. I think after doing this, I made a video of this last night and the audio didn't work. So I'm redoing it today. And then there we go, back to high and low. So it's an awesome flashlight. I've dropped it a few times. I've submerged it in a heavy rain puddle, put it inside of my driveway that I fell into because I'm a klutz apparently. And it still worked just fine. I do like how the tail switch in the back is covered. I shouldn't say covered, but it's rubberized on that side, and it has this little extension off the back section to protect it so you can't accidentally turn it on that way. Now that is a typical feature of a tactical flashlight. The other thing that makes this a tactical flashlight is that it's lightweight. Most things that are considered a tactical flashlight is lightweight. And I don't remember, I'm checking my notes. 1.87 ounces without the battery in it. It's like 2.4 ounces with the battery in it, with their battery in it that it comes with. The CR123 would be lighter because it is a smaller battery. So that's cool and all. As I said, it's got the nice clip on it. And it's got this nice black anodized finish for the like aluminum material it's made out of. So why, other than this part, this is the only part that bothers me, is being a little OCD, is how they set that up there. The only other thing that really bothers me about this is that it is called a tactical flashlight, and it has two features that's tactical. Again, it's got the clip on the back, and it has, not the clip, the button on the back, and it's lightweight. However, typical tactical flashlights have defensive bezels on it, where the bezel on the front is either swappable out or has some kind of, well, I'd have to show you. Alright, so no defensible bezel, which is what you typically find on a tactical flashlight. Here is a defensible bezel on a tactical flashlight. So this is a tactical flashlight. It is lightweight. It's got a rechargeable battery in it. It's got the defensible bezel on it. It's got the tail cap button on it, and it also has these little grooves here to prevent it from falling over, or rolling for that matter. And I've already reviewed this one on my channel. This is a NiteCore, there it is, NiteCore Striker Mini. Got it from CountyCom, really awesome flashlight. But that's really the difference in a tactical flashlight. The other thing, going back to the NiteCore, find a setting, it has strobe. I'm a huge fan of flashlights that do not have strobe, that are not tactical flashlights. This doesn't have strobe on it. And strobe is there for defensive reasons, to disorient your attacker or just really anybody that's out there. So There's no strobe on this. Other than that, it's an awesome flashlight. So if you just need a workhorse flashlight that you can use and abuse, that has, again, because I have it set up so it's this way, it has 1,000 lumen and a 50. This is perfect for the most part. So that's it. So again, I'm a little iffy about it being called a tactical flashlight, and the silk screening on the outside are the only negative things I can think about it. Otherwise, it works. It takes a beating. It's bright when you need it to be. It's dim when you need it to be for the low mode. And the ability to swap in a more common battery like the CR123, make it a powerhouse of a little flashlight. Again, it just needs strobe if you want to consider tactical, or at least at the very end, a defensible bezel. But other than that, excellent piece. Again, this comes with the charging cable. Comes with a warranty card, which I don't have sitting on my desk here, and it comes with a lanyard and extra O-rings. So that's a good deal in my opinion. So that's it. That is the MT1C Pro Ultra High LED flashlight by NiteCore. Links will be in the description to where you can find it on both Amazon and NiteCore's website. Questions or comments, leave them below and I will answer them as soon as I can. Yeah, my fingerprints are all over the lens. I gotta clean that up. But other than that, good, usable flashlight. I wouldn't call it tactical, but it's definitely a good flashlight. Alright? So thank you for watching. Have a glorious night.